Welcome back to Dune Awakening. So, my final push into the deep desert is beginning. I think I'm very close. I probably have all of the gear, the parts, tools, and gear that I need in order to start operating in the end game of Dune Awakening, which is the deep desert, which is a large, very large map, extremely large, and with wide open spaces because it's a desert, with a lot of spaces in between points of interest that are not traversable without a vehicle. Although the thought did occur to me that if I had this skill, which is Bindu Sprint, and I use that with a higher tier Wings of the Emperor, I think, suspensor belt, then it might be possible to cover large distances on the surface on foot. But there's still no cargo from that, and you need the Scout Thopter's cargo space in order to be able to haul any kind of resources, which is, in the end, the reason that you're out there is to be able to craft the top tier gear, which is all this stuff. And yeah, you need spice for that, and you need plastanium for that. And the only way to get those mats is to do that out in the deep desert. So, what do I still need? Well, if I can get better weapons, I'll do that. And I thought of a way that might happen. But at the very minimum, I'm going to need this Mark V engine, for which I need hydraulic pistons. This Mark V generator, for which I need military power regulators. Let me say that again, nice and slow. Military power regulators. Okay. And then Mark V wings, 4 of them, which I can already make. And I'm going to need a lot of duraluminum ingots for that. So, let's get that going here. Max is 224. Real quick, how things work in Dune Awakening. So this has already come back to this from yesterday. Let's pull some of that for our canteen here. That's what I'm going to call it. So we're at 221. It's 500 water apiece for this. So let's make the max. Actually, let's not. Let's make it in 100 count increments. So that's that. So 100 of these things is 50k, right? Yeah, it even says so on there. Okay, so you can actually look at it and see that's the amount of water. This 171.5 is this 171.5, and some of it already came back because I actually have my wind traps, 4 of them that are farming it. As far as fuel is concerned, I'm good with my power generators. This is the this should show me the power generator that has the least amount of time left on it, and this would be my wind turbines. So 18 days, plenty of time. That's just under 3 weeks. no issues there. I need to make, for me to add more to this, I'm going to need to make lubricant, but we'll do that another time. In fact, I'll probably not make a video about that because that's just, you know, grinding mats, low level mats. That's not really interesting. Now, oh, I do need to pay taxes. They're due in a day, well, 2 days. So I'm going to head out and do that at some point. My thoughts were that I would look at the marketplace up there to see if I could get those remaining materials for the ornithopter parts that I want to make. I think running a blend of Mark IV, which is cheaper to make, and Mark V components is going to be my my strategy for scout ornithopters for the deep desert. So we'll try that until it doesn't work, or until, you know, there's a compelling reason to upgrade everything to Mark IV, or I mean Mark V from Mark IV. At some point I'm going to be running Mark VI parts mixed with Mark V mixed with Mark IV. So there's going to be that. I just can't make the Mark VI yet because I haven't been to the deep desert yet for those mats. And even if I had them, I would have to start to install better industrial manufacturing equipment up in this area, and some of those things, the higher tier stuff to make spice with, are kind of tall, so those should fit neatly in here. My water production facility, which essentially this is, has these 10 medium water cisterns. There's 2 back in the lower tier production area, and then I have additional space, even taller, for more stuff in here. And if I need to clear this out to make space, then I can make the where was that now? It's down here somewhere. Oh, it's in water. Of course it is. That's the wind trap, which I'm probably not going to get, and the large water cistern. This thing. All I need for that is duraluminum, but I need a lot of it. So I'm not going to do that just yet. If I need to clear space, then this holds 100K for one of them, whereas this holds 25K. So one of those will replace 4 of these. So once I start running out of space, I'll look into getting that set up, but I don't have to worry about that just yet. Now, I'm not going to run out and pay my taxes in this episode, and I'll probably not have an episode on it because, like I said, I was going to go to the marketplace to see if I could get those components for the Mark V parts for the Scout Thopter. Turns out, though, that looking more closely at this map, I can get those from right here. That happens to be both the ones that I need for those 2, for the engine and for the PSU. Military power regulator and hydraulic pistons are available from here, and I don't think that this is where there's radiation. So, in order to stand a chance at the mobs that are out here, I'm probably going to need the best weapons that I can get, which I mostly have, but before I went to sleep last night, I decided to watch one more random video on Dune Awakening, and it so happened that I came across this one, which talked about the best cave in this area, of which I saw a couple, and then thought, yeah, I got to go check that out. But apparently, this particular cave right here, Shaitan's Grotto. Speed is a tool of Shaitan. Anyway, this cave has a chest in it by a, did we call it an altar or a religious site? One of those spice altars, I guess. But it's a broken one. And apparently, broken spice altars always have a chest that has very high tier loot in it. And this chest will respawn every 45 minutes. So, let's start banging on this and let's see what kind of stuff we can get. I know there's armor that can come from there, which I may need because my still suit, even though it's not bad, yeah, 163 armor. Well, I may want to get the light armor. But okay. Enough theory crafting. Let's run on down there. Okay, I got plenty of fuel. We'll use that for mining. Well, we'll use it for mining, though, after we do that. Put away our... Oh. I was going to pay my taxes. I was going to do that next. We probably don't need to take all my money right down there. So let's put that on back. Let's see. My cash is right there. We may want to take some of this. And I'll take, say, 5. Because I get extra combat bonuses from this if I use this. There are side effects like hallucinations, so that's to keep me from overusing it, I guess. But yeah. Is my 100 done already? It is, isn't it? Good. Let's do another 100. Actually, let's do the max 127. Okay, 173. Watch that. Take a nosedive. Yeah. Well, it'll all come back within a 24-hour period. Even less. So, not a big deal. That's why I have this water production facility that it took like 100, 120 hours for me to construct. And I didn't even make any videos while I was doing that because it was just, well, more on the tedious side. And I was still kind of learning the ropes in the game. Which kind of is the point of this entire region down here, is to learn the ropes so that you can begin to function in the deep desert. But it kind of, based on what I've heard and what I've seen in videos about the deep desert, they changed things up quite a bit. So this is kind of just the very basics that you need to know in order to be able to begin to function out there. So, okay. Let's head to this thing. And let's see. Is there anything else I need to deposit? No, this is all good. Let's see if we can get something good in the way of a weapon. Alright. Max fuel already. Good. Pre-flight check. Good enough. Let's go. Yeah, I saw one video that was talking about how nobody ever uses thrusters in the deep desert. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, storage for sure, because again, you know, if I'm collecting, I think titanium is what you get down there as far as ore goes. Yeah, you got to have storage for that to make it make sense. But why? That's why. You need the radiation suit. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm still getting used to all this stuff. But yeah, yeah, you don't want to do that. That's instant death. On the sand bike, that would have been a disaster. As it is, I just look stupid now. But, still better than an actual disaster. Okay. But then this is my first video of the day, and my impression here is that if I'm making videos all day, then the ones that I make later in the day tend to be better, like by a lot, than the ones that I start out with. So yeah, I think that one of the things that I'm quickly learning here is that, where do I even keep that? In here, right? One of the things that I'm learning here pretty quick is that content creation is a very time-consuming process. Where you have to be in it constantly in order to... Well, you have to have a lot of practice. That goes for anything. But it seems to me that there's kind of like if you're on a racetrack, your first couple of laps are going to be warm-ups, and then you're going to get your fast lap in there, something like the third or fourth one, and then after that it's sort of downhill. And it's kind of like that with these videos. Do that. Yeah, see, I hit the key there, but it didn't turn off. Or maybe it turned off and then turned back on again. That can happen. These keys are Hall effect sensor switches, so I don't have to come all the way back up with the key for it to register 2 presses. Is if I come up a little bit and go back down, that's the second press. So I don't know why I lost speed there. Because I was banking, maybe? By the way, I gotta try out the scanner out here. This is a great test bed. Whoa! Don't not register my spacebar press there. Come on. Today is a Saturday, so there's likely to be less resources because there's going to be more people playing during a peak time. We doing this again. It's like you push it and it pushes you just out of range. Oh, push the mouse button. Okay. What do I want here? I want... we'll put the cut array in case I come across some materials. But, okay. Now, I need to find the cave. right there. Okay, some steps. Good. There we go. Oh, I have not seen this one yet. Well, there's a mat that I can get. But I'll get that on the way out. I'm here to loot, not really to gather a lot of mats. No radiation down here. Is that right? Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, I wish it wouldn't do that. That's something that has to be addressed, I think. Now, I think that chest is right. There it is. Let's see, what kind of loot do we get? Okay. We got a Dew Reaper. Alright. Well, 45 minutes and we can come back here and check to see what else we get. Not really what I need, because water is just not an issue for me. But there is all these resources. Oh, and this we can get. That's just one jasmium. Very cool. Okay. And my inventory's full. Good. So, how do you get out of here? Oh, well, that's granite. I don't want that. Do I want to get out of here without looking at this first? Oops. That's where I came from. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't much of a dash, really, because I'm wearing armor. So, okay, that's why I'm going to be switching back to the still suit. In fact, let's fly out there and confirm that we don't have to worry about radiation up above that town. this. It looks like a player base, but it's not. It's a Parco base. And yeah, my rad levels are disappearing here, so that's good. So let's head back home, drop off the jasmine we mined, clear our inventory. Do I dare go like this? I don't. Nope. See, this is why we need the Mark V engine, because it'll give us the ability to get higher up quicker. And no, I hit the wrong key there. I wanted to do this. Yeah, I'm getting used to this. I think this will work. I think this, eventually, I'll get it to where I'm pretty close to, down to the surface. Not being seen in aircraft, very useful. Probably the best countermeasure there is. Shield. Okay. Oh yeah. It's this one. All right. Oh, and it got full. Finally. Okay. We can research that. That is new, I think. That's good. That'll be useful, probably for some of the schematics that we're going to find from that chest. Let's see. Well, I will do all of the rest of this before we start the next one, which will be in a little bit here, and then we'll head out to where we just were and get some of those things so that we can build those Mark V Scout Thopter pieces. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.